Hello and welcome to Threadhead TV, where today's edition we are going to make some little girl embellishments. So this is a Gymboree dress that I found at Goodwill. It still had the new tags on it. It's never been worn. And I'm just going to snazz it up a little bit and make it a one-of-a-kind dress by putting this. I found at Walmart, which is not my favorite store at all to shop in regarding sewing notions, but I couldn't resist this. We're just going to sew it all the way around the bottom to give it some pizzazz. This is the back of my dress, and I'm going to start the pinning the seam in the back. I want a little bit of the edge peeking out because I just like the way that looks versus right along the edge. I'm going to leave the tail on there because I'm not exactly sure, because I don't want to end up not having enough length. So I'm going to cut it once I've sewn it. Then I might use the extra to make a flower. I have a zipper foot, a regular universal needle, and I'm using the straight stitch. With the zipper foot, you have to move the setting all the way over so that the needle doesn't hit the foot. There's a setting where you can put it all the way over to the left or to the right. My straight stitch to a really wide setting all the way up. My highest setting is 5, so it's kind of like a basting stitch, because if this trim doesn't wash very well, I might need to rip it off. And I want to make that easy on myself. So I'm going to get it right in here close to the edge. There's a little netting background that I want to catch with the sewing machine. I'm unpinning as I go. For times like these, when I'm glad I got my needle down in the fabric, you need to adjust. It won't move. The fabric won't jump while you adjust. At this point, I can pretty much see how much I'm going to need, and I can cut. Get under this. And I love that this is like a kind of like a feather effect on here. Okay, because I don't want the bulk of my dress on this end of the machine under the arm here. I'm going to switch my needle over to the right side of the zipper foot, all the way over, so I can put my dress in on this side, and we'll just work with it like this. What I've decided that I want to do, I have a little bit of extra here, and I'm going to make a flower out of it by wrapping and sewing. And what I've decided is, it doesn't really look good here. I want to put it here on the shoulder. So I'm going to remove the embellishment that's here, and I'm going to put it right in the middle of my flower. Hoo-ha. Okay, I've removed this sweet little embellishment that was on the shoulder. Now I am ready to make a big old flower here. So I'm trying to decide if I should make my flower directly on the dress or should I make it on a separate piece of fabric and then sew it on.